back to another one of these garden updates. We do this weekly, and I know I'm dressed a little different for this one. Let me explain. The College Station Marathon is going to be in a couple months, sometime in December. Sorry, I'm short on oxygen from running. And I'm part of a relay team that's going to be doing this, where you get an 8-person relay, which comes out to 3.3 miles each. And this is being done for charity. The group called Mercy Project is raising money through the marathon in order to basically combat child slavery in Ghana. If this seems like something you're drawn to donate to, there'll be a link in the description. If you're interested in running, I think we actually do have an opening in the marathon, or in the relay team. It's an 8-person relay, so 3.3 miles each. And if you're interested in donating to a similar thing that's in the US, your money won't go as far because obviously exchange rates. But I'm also going to put a link down in the description for Caleb House. They're a juvenile trafficking restoration facility. There's a lot of money in the US that goes for rescuing people from human trafficking, not a lot for restoring people who have been trafficked. So a lot of these a lot of these children, in some cases babies, kind of a sad thing to hear, but the primary target for this is actually children who are too young to speak because they can't testify in court. Disturbing as that is. Anyways, Caleb House tries to restore these kids because without that, a lot of them just get trafficked, rescued, trafficked again, rescued, and it's a cycle. So Caleb House is trying to break that cycle. So if you feel interested in donating to that, feel drawn to that, there's going to be a link in the description for that too. Now let's get into the garden. Start over here. We've got the calamansi tree, and she is getting taller. I think that might be almost 4 feet tall now. If you're not familiar with calamansi, it's kind of somewhere between a lime and an orange. And I've got these U-posts around it so we don't accidentally run over it with the lawnmower. Now, over here, before I walk over, the Saloyot, also known as jute, is getting insanely tall. It's a leafy green, also used to make rope, but in my case, we're eating it. It's edible, common in the Philippines, actually. And you basically just boil it with vinegar and it tastes amazing. So, this bed, as you can see by all of the red stuff, is Thai chili peppers. Now, these were just my leftover plants I just kind of threw in there from the seedlings. And as you can see, they have not only a lot of peppers, which I need to do something about because they're starting to just drop the fruit if you look down there. Too many weeds in here. But they're also starting to put on new flowers. So hopefully that means I'm going to get even more fruit, but I definitely need to harvest these out and probably give them away to people. And this bed is the same. I did harvest like this row of this bed and made 7 jars of salsa out of it. I'll probably be canning more later. Now here we've got the chili laboyo. This is a Filipino chili plant. In case you didn't know, my wife's Filipino, so that's why I've got a lot of Filipino stuff in the garden. And it's kind of neat in the peppers grow straight up. I think it's related to a Tabasco, but I'm not really sure. And if you look over in that bed, I've got 3 more chili laboyo plants. Now, here's the tomatoes, and I was originally planning to rip these tomatoes out because they are disease infested. And if you look at that, that's not a healthy tomato. But they're also putting on new flowers, and somewhere over here, if you look closely, there's some fruits. So the salsa I've been canning lately has been store-bought HEB Roma tomatoes and chilies out of here. But And I've got so many store-bought tomatoes, it's probably overbought, and we'll have plenty of salsa. I think I'm just going to let these go. Originally, I was planning to rip these out and put new tomatoes over in that far bed and plant beans in here. I think my new plan is to plant beans over in that far bed and just let these go and see what I end up with. And behind me, we have the volunteer tomatoes. So these, basically, I had some cherry tomatoes planted there last year. I don't like cherry tomatoes, so I didn't do a good job of harvesting them. And as you can see this year, I'm not doing a good job of harvesting them either. And I just had some volunteer tomatoes come up. I might get that again next year. We're planning to put a trellis across here, though, so that maybe not. And I think this is the last piece of the garden. We think that's a mango tree. Not 100% sure. It was just when we put this bed in, we put a bunch of compostable leftovers there, and that included a few mango seeds, one of which seems to have come up. Might be an avocado, but we're pretty sure it's a mango. And I did put some more cardboard. These two beds just got completely overrun with grass, so I'm covering them in cardboard to keep light from getting into most of the grass and hopefully starve them for photosynthesis. I'm not sure how well it's doing because I do have grass coming around the sides if you look in there. So we'll see. And now the chickens, previously recorded. Snowball, I gotta go get your sisters. You hop down. There you go.